It's your boy Zilla coming at you guys with another little video. Today's video is gonna be more of me talking than there is gonna be a video. And what we're gonna be talking about today is clean culture. The clean culture season, SoCal season closer, right? So let's see what ended up happening. Well, we get there on time to the show. Park, everything goes good, everything's going good. I decided to sign up for drag racing, right, which was, I think we paid $50 for the clean culture show, plus another $60 on top just to drag race, which is pretty fucking, well, whatever's about it. I don't really care about that, but I know a lot of people were complaining about it, but oh well, it is what it is. I guess for that reason there wasn't a lot of people drag racing, which is a lot better for me because I was able to get a lot of runs in. I could have gone back to back, but there was one thing that stopped me, but I'll get into that after I show you guys some clips. I was able to get a couple clips of me drag racing. First run we did actually really good. Got a 8.2 at 95 miles an hour on the 8th. If you guys know Irwindale, it's an 1/8 of a mile. So we got 8.5 seconds at 95 miles per hour, which is not that bad. It's okay. It's decent, you know. For a first run, it's pretty good. After that, I kept wheel spinning. I didn't do so good in the burnouts. So I'll show you guys some of those clips. As you guys can see, after the first run, everything kind of went downhill from there. I kept getting wheel spin on one particular side, which is the passenger side, my rear wheel. I kept getting wheel spin, and my ass kept wanting to go back to back. I was like, you know what, I can get it down. I can perfect my launch. I can do it, right? And we were getting there. I kept lowering the pressure. I started off with 15 psi's in the rear tires, and I was like, you know what, maybe I can go lower. It's pretty cold. So we we went down to 10 psi. By my third run, I had told Rosie, you know what, I'm gonna park and chill out for a bit because we had just gotten there, we didn't eat, and I wanted to go check out some cars. So the third run came out really bad. So I don't think I have a clip of that one, but didn't do so well. I told her, you know what, I'm gonna go again. There was no line. Again, there was not a lot of people that paid the extra $60 to drag race. I can at least say there was at least only like 15 cars racing, or 10 if that. So you know what, I was like, you know what, there's no line, I'm gonna get back in line. I got in right away, was the first one in. The techs at Irwindale, one of the guys that I know there, was like, damn, you're going back to back, you should relax. I'm like, yeah, I should. You know, I told myself this is gonna be the last one. So I'm like, all right, well, good luck. And he's seen that I was struggling to get my launch down, not to get with so much wheel spin. And for those of you guys wondering, I have Nitto's NT05s as my little drag radio setup. I do have something else coming that's a lot grippier, a lot better, a lot softer. So once that gets here, I'll show you guys, and I'll show you guys how I run them and all that other stuff. So back to the racing, I ended up launching it at about 25, because I have the launch map, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it on my own. I ended up launching it at 2,500. No, I think it was a little bit higher, 35. It felt great at the beginning, but there was a sudden moment where I just felt a big thud and I heard a loud snap. It did not sound good. After that, the car just kept rolling down the strip. I was like, well, that's not good. I kept stepping on the gas, my traction light kept turning on, it just kept blinking. I was like, yeah, this is fucked. It was at that moment, yeah, I realized I fucked up, but just kept letting it go down the strip. Made it out of the strip, back into like a little parking spot, and that's when the car just did not want to move. So then, I ended up parking off to the side, checking out what was wrong with the car. I didn't see no oil leaks, so that's a good sign, right? No oil leaks. But I was worried. I was like, maybe my tranny blew, so I tried putting it into every gear. It was fine. Car kept trying to move, but it just would not move. So I was like, yeah, that's weird. So I looked in the back and I saw something hanging. I was like, oh, would you look at that? My passenger axle blew up. It literally blew up into pieces. I was like, okay, one, I know I'm not pushing that much horsepower to blow up axles. So two, maybe it was just old, and yeah, it was time to go down memory lane. So I immediately, it was just the beginning of the show, so I was like, damn, I'm not gonna go out like this. I didn't come and waste my time just for this. So I immediately get on the phone, ask for tow trucks. From Irwindale to the shop, it was about $450 for them to pick it up and tow it back to the shop. I was like, yeah, no, that's not happening. By that time, my dad had just got in there, so I told my dad, you know what, we're gonna do a mission. We ran to the shop. We didn't run. We busted a mission to the shop, picked up an axle from O'Reilly's in Alhambra. Shout out to them, by the way. So I really wanted to make it back to the strip because there was a lot of people actually racing now. I was like, you know what, I need to get my car fixed, and I'm not towing it. So we get there. It's about halfway throughout the show. It's like, it was, by the time we got back, we were midway through the show, and the weather wasn't looking so nice. So slapped the axle on. By the time we were done changing the axle, it started raining. Literally, as soon as I lowered the car, it started to pour, and I wanted to make it to the two-step. So huge shout out to O'Reilly's in Alhambra. They hooked it up by holding or finding an axle. I guess they couldn't find it in the warehouse or their store, so they put in some work and found it. So yeah, we really didn't make it to the two-step. I had just finished as soon as they closed the gate for the last person to walk in. I kept asking the guy if I could go in, explain to him my situation. He basically blew me off, and I understand it's raining, they're on a tight schedule, whatever, it's raining. So the two-step continued, it was raining, and I went over to my boy John. at his booth, branded booth. So we just started two-stepping there. I wanted to show you guys what a little product I use, and hold on to that. A little product I use for the exhaust, and you guys seen it multiple times if you guys follow me on Instagram, if you guys seen the video last time I posted it. And with that being said, I just want to give a huge shout out to our people over at Afterflame. Afterflame is a sponsor for this video, and our new sponsor. Yes, that's correct, our new sponsor. They hooked us up with some paste. Is basically what it is. You put it on the paste, this paste on your exhaust tip, all over it. You know, put it however you want. I've made a video on it, how to use this already. Put it on there. As if you have a flame map or whatever type of map that will make flames come out of your exhaust, it'll basically just change the color on it. It looks awesome in the night. I don't really recommend it using it in the daytime. It's a waste of money. But in the nighttime, if you have a couple shows coming up, throw that bad boy on there and you're guaranteed to have the crowd with their jaws open. So he was nice enough to give us a discount code for you guys, 13% off, Zilla33. Again, it's Zilla33, and get 13% off at the moment of checkout. Online, I'll put the link in the description below. And yeah, don't forget to follow them on Instagram and give them or go check out their stuff.